Okay, so I'm making another 100 video. Yeah, I'm making another sort of review video, and I'm going to start off this video saying I'm thoroughly disappointed with season 3. Thoroughly disappointed. So if you're not looking for a video of someone talking about why they're disappointed with season 3 of the 100, I suggest you click off this video now, because that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be talking about why I'm disappointed with this season. If you liked this season and you don't care about someone's dislike of it, that's fine. Probably better not to waste your time watching this video. Okay, so the finale just happened, as you guys probably know. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna have a link to my last 100 video where I talk about the season a little bit. I can't even remember when I did this. I think it was like after episode 8 or 9. Probably after 9, I think. I don't know. And so, yeah, I do want to say one thing that I'm really mad about is how awful they wrote Bellamy this season. Like, they just destroyed his character development this season. He became the react boy. He had no thought of his own. He just reacted to everyone, and he followed some stupid person around telling him to do stuff, and he just did it without thinking. He became the react boy. He became worse than season 1 Bellamy, and I don't understand why. I know technically it's supposed to be because Gina died, right? But like, he didn't mention Gina at all after her death. No one actually cared about Gina. No one on the show cared about Gina. No one in the audience actually cared about Gina. I could have. I thought she was really cool, but then she died within like an episode, and I was like, okay, well, that's that. It made me so mad what they did to Bellamy this season. Also, I hate what they've done to the Blake siblings. I've mentioned this before, but throughout season 1 and 2, no matter what differences they had, they always had each other's backs, right? They would literally die for one another. They would do anything for the other because all their lives, they've only had each other, right? It made sense. Even though as siblings, they have differences, they're not going to agree on everything. But when it comes down to it, they had each other's backs. This season, the season started off with Bellamy, belittling Octavia for still following the Grounders sort of traditions and stuff like that. Again, down to the horrible, writing of Bellamy's character, it just came out of nowhere. It just annoyed me so much. And then, of course, him just massacring the 300 warriors that were protecting them for reasons unknown still. They just destroyed that just amazing connection that I love to see, the sibling connection. They just destroyed that. Again, for no reason but to give Bellamy, unnecessary man pain, right? Okay, so yeah, that's just my overall thoughts on Bellamy and the Blake siblings. Let's talk about the rest of the season. I know this is about the finale, but it all sort of ties up. I'm going to ignore the first half of the season because I was completely blinded by my Lexa goggles. I'm not entirely sure what actually happened the first half of the season that didn't involve Lexa, right? I'm not sure if much actually did happen. But I had my Lexa goggles on for the first half of the season. Which is what I loved about it. I loved Lexa, I love Clark, I love Clexa. It's beautiful. I don't know what happened outside of that though. Jumping to the second half of the season, let's talk about episodes 8 through 15, right? Nothing actually happened. Literally, Clark went from Polis to Arcadia to some weird shack in the middle of nowhere to say hi to Nyla again, onto the fucking middle of the ocean to an oil rig, back onto land, and then back to Polis again. Accomplishing nothing except for unnecessary death, unnecessary torture, unnecessary self-harm, unnecessary rape. None of it was necessary. None of it actually contributed to the story at all. The second half of the season was filler. Nothing happened. They could have literally gone from episode 7 to episode 16 and pretty much had the same storyline without all those unnecessary death and torture and rape and self-harm and just fuckery. it probably still would have made the same amount of sense. Also, while we're talking about the oil rig in the middle of the ocean, let's talk about Luna for a second. They've been talking about Luna since season 1. Lincoln brought Luna up in season 1. They've been talking about her for 2 seasons, right? They introduce her this season. We finally get to see her, right? And what is her point this season? Nothing. Nothing actually came out of her storyline this season. I don't know why. Why didn't they utilize her more? They've been talking about her since season 1. I don't understand the point of bringing her in this season. No words. I mean, she's still alive, so maybe they might talk about her in season 4, but I doubt it, because this season 3, I don't know why, but they made it a mission to literally kill off the Grounders storyline. Why? I don't know. It was like the most interesting part of the 100 universe. It confuses me thoroughly why they decided to kill off Lexa, which I'm going to get into in a second. Lincoln, I mean, he wanted to leave. The actor wanted to leave because he was bullied on set. But still, he could have utilized... Well, he left because they weren't utilizing, right? And he was being bullied, and there was no point for him to stay on the show, right? I understand that. So they brutally murder him on screen. I don't know what injury is right now. She's off getting tortured somewhere, right? Nyla's just hopefully having a better ending than anyone else. Luna, no point to her storyline. She's still out in the middle of the ocean, I'm assuming. They killed off the Grounders tradition, essentially. They killed off the Flamekeeper. They killed off all the Nightbloods except for Luna, but she doesn't want to be a part of that at all. I'm not entirely sure how many tree crew are actually left at this point. There can't be many, right? Because it's not a huge clan. The Ice Nation is a huge clan. We didn't even get into the Ice Nation. Like, that was a wasted storyline right there. That could have been like, this season could have been a whole civil war thing between the tree crew and the Ice Nation. I was expecting that. I thought they were going to play into the Ice Queen a lot more. She was crazy. I loved her. And I'm not gonna lie. I thought her murder was just, it was out of nowhere, but kind of satisfying. Still, I'm disappointed that they didn't go into the Ice Nation at all. So yeah, they've essentially killed off the Grounders storyline. Not sure why. This season could have been amazing, but yeah. All right, let's talk about the finale specifically. Let's talk about Lexa, I suppose. We get to see Lexa in the City of Light. I felt sick seeing her because, she had 5 minutes in the episode. 5 minutes. And all the scenes that she was in, we've actually seen from the spoilers, right? So when the scenes were coming up, we knew exactly when she was coming in, which was disappointing, I'm not going to lie. It's just heartbreaking. I've been talking about how they've been editing the finale since the backlash of 307, and I think we're all pretty on the same page, thinking that the "I love you" that Clark said was edited in, because the reaction that Lexa had to that, "I'll always be with you," is not the reaction that Lexa would have had if it was actually scripted in. Like, I think we can all actually imagine how Alicia would have acted and how Alexa would have reacted to "I love you." I think we can all actually see that playing out in our head. And when it didn't play out like that, we were just like, ooh, that was not scripted. So that was, I don't think they put it in there to try and please us, but that was just disappointing. Lexa is in the finale because Clark takes the chip, she puts the chip in her head because she's getting like a transfusion of Nightblood, and then she takes the City of Light pill thing. What are they calling it? I don't even know. Whatever. So she's in the City of Light with Lexa. Jump forward, because I don't want to spend too much time on Lexa. It's going to make me cry. I'm not going to lie. Jump forward to the end of the episode. Clark takes the chip out. She's fully alive. It's very easy to take the chip out of your brain. Apparently all you need to do is just whisper some magical words and voila, you don't even need a knife to cut it out. It just pops out by itself. It's very easy to take the chip out. But apparently it was necessary for Lexa to die to tell that story. No, not at all. Not at all. Oh, wow, Jason, thank you. You just shot yourself in the back with that one. Now, I know, Alicia had another show. Despite, there are some rumors that she said that she could come back, that she wanted to come back. I don't doubt that she said that, but let's say that's fake. That's not true, and she couldn't come back at all for season 4. The fact that he's saying it was necessary for Lexa to die to tell that story is not true at all. There are 50 billion ways that they could have told that story, written Lexa out without just playing into the trope that they knew about, because several writers have said publicly since 307 that they mentioned it to Jason and the rest of the writers, that there is this trope, we probably shouldn't play into it. We have been telling them since season 2, since Lexa came around, please don't kill her because it's a fucking trope. They knew about the trope, but they still decided to do it for shock value. All right, let's talk about shock value while we're on it. At the end, Octavia kills Pike. She kills Pike. And let me tell you, I'm hugely disappointed with it. It didn't have the shock value or the satisfaction that it could have and should have had, because they literally have been killing characters every single episode, and not anyone can die. It's literally only the disposable and the minorities that have died. That's all. And it's so annoying because Octavia killing Pike could have been very satisfactory, and it could have been very shocking considering the episode, considering, Pike saves Octavia, right, in this big epic fight, but then Octavia still kills him. That could have been really fucking shocking, except for the fact that everyone expected it because they've been killing characters every single episode. The shocking thing would have been if Octavia didn't kill him. We were all expecting her to kill him. He was going to die. Everyone was expecting it. The shocking thing would have been if he didn't die, right? And that sucks because I really wanted that satisfaction of Octavia killing Pike. I've wanted Pike to die since I first met him. I think we all have. But that was taken away from us because of all the unnecessary death they've had leading up to it. That was just annoying as shit. All right, season 4. They teased season 4 in the finale, right? So Ali 2 mentions, I'm not even going to get into the whole City of Light and Ali storyline because it's still so stupid. It's so stupid. Bringing that in, actually I am going to go into it. Fuck this. The whole thing doesn't make sense if Becca was in the Commanders throughout the whole 97 years, which is 2, 3, 4 generations. It's not that long. One, why don't they know about science? She's a fucking scientist and she's been in their head since the get-go. Why don't they know about science or medicine? Why aren't they still speaking English? Doesn't make sense. Bringing Ali and Becca into the storyline, into the Grounded storyline, just completely ruined their storyline. It was stupid. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about it. It's stupid. Previewing season 4, Ali mentions that the power plants that weren't destroyed are melting down or some shit, and it's going to destroy 96% of the Earth. It's not going to be inhabitable in, 6 months' time, did she say? I don't know. So, preview of season 4. Actually, here's season 4, you guys. The Sky Crew is going to be running around like headless chickens again, trying to find levers to the power plants to shut them down before they melt down. That's going to be season 4 for you, because levers are the big bad. That's how you destroy big bads, with levers, apparently. Of course, power plants are going to have them, so they're going to be running around trying to figure out how to shut them down. That's season 4. There you go. You guys don't have to watch it. I've just spoiled it for you. Yeah. So, as you guys can tell, overall, I'm disappointed. I'm so mad that they just ruined so many characters. How did that happen? I loved Bellamy. Season 2, the end of season 2, he was a badass and he was just taking control and he was being an awesome leader, right? This season, he became worse than season 1 Bellamy and he's the React boy now. I do have to say though, The actors did an amazing job with what they were given. Clearly they weren't given much. I mean, you can read the scripts that the writers have put up on their Tumblr. It's just weird to read. The actors did an amazing job, I have to say. Raven playing Allie, that blew my mind. Just amazing work there. Like Eliza, just amazing. They did an amazing job. I'm just disappointed that the writers can't utilize their actors to the best of their ability. I can't believe they ruined such a good show with season 3. I'm so sad. But yeah, that's it from me. This is gonna be my last 100 video. That's crazy. It's been a good few months, and it's been a roller coaster of emotions. And if you guys have been here since the first trailer breakdown that I did, and you guys are still around, thank you for sticking around. I'm really sorry that if you guys are on the same page as me, that this season let you down. But I'm really glad that I got to meet a whole bunch of you guys through the 100. That's what I'm glad for. I'm also glad that we got Alicia out of all this. You know, I was introduced to an amazing actor, you know, Eliza and all that. I am totally following them forever. Fear the Walking Dead, Sundays, go watch that. But yeah, so that's it. I'm getting all emotional right now. Also, out of all this, we did something amazing. We created the LGBT Fans Deserve Better movement. It created a lot of buzz. A lot of people are aware of this trope now because of what's happened this season, and I think that's amazing. We've donated, I think it's over $130,000 to the Trevor Project. Insane. We've trended so many things. There's been a lot going on, and it's been pretty incredible. Yeah, that is something that amazing that has come from this, and I am not gonna stop with the LGBT Fans Deserve Better movement. I'm still gonna be talking about it. I'm still gonna be bringing it to people's awareness. Is that a thing? I don't know. In my Les talks and stuff like that. Yeah, that's been an amazing thing that's happened. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video if you guys want to stick around. All right, bye.